Today I'd like to introduce you to my great friend, Robert Nowlin. I know him as Nolan, so that's what I'm going to call him today in the interview. But many of us may not recognize the fact that in San Antonio, we have a food desert right here in our own backyard. And so many people are not able to either get to the grocery store, or if they can, they may not be able to afford the fruits and vegetables that they need for nutrition. So Nolan has done an amazing thing. He has started a nonprofit farm that really allows people who need fruits and vegetables to have access. So Nolan, welcome.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
so glad that you agreed to the interview.
Happy to be with you.
And I had so much fun out at the farm the other day, getting shown around. It was so much fun. It's such a unique property, and I love it. So first of all, I want to ask you, how did you come up with Rising Kale Farms? You had dirt and trees, and all of a sudden you said, this is going to be my farm.
Yeah, so originally I was from the Midwest. I grew up in and around farming, but I didn't grow up on a farm.
Okay.
So it's always been in my world, but not so much in my blood. And as I've gotten older, I've always wanted to get back into that place where I felt more connected to the earth. So about 5 years ago, I found a piece of land in Marion, Texas, and we started what is now Rising Kale Farms. It's a 15-acre plot of land where we raise all seasonal crops. We also have chickens, duck, and quail that we raise specifically for their eggs that we take to market and sell directly to the consumer to help fund our nonprofit.
That is so exciting. When I saw you have bazillions of tomatoes and eggs and
tomatoes.
lots of fruits and lots of vegetables and animals that you raise. So
absolutely.
that is really neat. Tell us what you do with all the tomatoes that you have.
So, as I said, most of the tomatoes go to market. We are at the New Braunfels Farmers Market on Saturday from 9 to 1. It's a year-round market, rain or shine. So there's always a place to sell our goods. With the tomatoes, not only do we sell them fresh, but we also make something known as Juliettes. They're a sun-dried, cold-smoked, sun-dried tomato. They're jarred, packed in olive oil.
I've had the ones in olive oil, and they are amazing. A very unique flavor with the smoking, and I just absolutely love that.
Thanks.
So when you go to farmers market and you sell your product, how do you use those funds to further your nonprofit cause?
So the sale of our eggs, our chicken, our duck, and our quail eggs helps to fund the farm to keep the birds happy through feed and all the supplies that we need to make that happen. And anything that we sell from our produce and or our byproducts of the tomatoes or the eggs, anything we make in our commercial kitchen, all that money goes directly back into the farm to help feed disadvantaged families and children. So some of it is turned over in crop rotation and seeding and the things that we need to make the gardens grow. And some of it goes directly into the delivery of the produce and to the end consumer, the people in the deserts, as you refer to them, that don't have the access to fresh local food. It's there. Unfortunately, it oftentimes is too expensive for them. They have the access, but they don't have the funding for it. So.
And I saw the greenhouses that you've been building. Tell us about that.
So we have 2 greenhouses that are working right now. One of them is an actual working greenhouse where we do all the seeding and the preparation for each season. And then the second large greenhouse, which is about 32 feet wide, I believe, by 100 feet long, is dedicated to above ground planting of tomatoes and seasonal crops so that we have control. We are a certified organic farm with the USDA, and that allows us a lot of advantages, but it's a little bit more work because what we end up doing is working harder to keep those vegetables pest-free.
And for those of you that don't know, getting the organic certification is not an easy task,
It's not.
right?
It's a lot of paperwork. I always recommend to farmers who are considering it to go ahead, just dive straight in. There are some really incredible companies out there who do certifications, and then when they come to the farm to do the inspection, they're looking to make sure that you are, in all honesty, trying to provide the finest crop you can without the use of pesticides.
Right, and you've worked very hard at that. The other thing I love about what you do is you've created all these products that are very unusual that, again, allow you to fund your nonprofit. Tell us about the macarons.
Okay, so one of the products that we make, to back up before I talk about the macarons, is a product called Botarga. It's a duck egg yolk Botarga. We have an amazing brood of ducks at the farm, and they lay a beautiful egg every day. We have so many duck eggs that what we do is we separate the yolk from the white, and we utilize that yolk by salt curing them. We cold smoke them. It's a gradable condiment. It melts anytime it hits anything hot. It's just absolutely delicious. But the cool part is that we have these whites that are left over from the egg yolk separation. So we make a classic French macaron. We call them quackaroons because they're made from duck eggs. And they're a big hit at the market.
Absolutely. So you're creating ways that you can sell for a higher dollar amount that then allows you to, so you're not just going and selling eggs. It allows you to create a greater profit so that you can put it back
Exactly.
into
And one of the things that what really troubled me about becoming a nonprofit in the beginning was that I felt like they were people that went out and all they did was ask for money. I don't have that kind of time. I have a full-time job, and my farm life is also taking over a lot, but I don't have time to stop what I'm doing in the field or in the garden or in the greenhouse to go out and ask people to help support the farm. And our idea is to make what we can with the farm, which is why we're sustainable. We want to really focus on that sustainability aspect. Anything we make, we sell, the money goes back into the farm to help support the nonprofit. So it's a win-win.
Thank you so much, Nolan. I have learned so much and have loved seeing the farm, and what you're doing is such a great work. I've brought this segment to you today because I feel like it's really important that we're all aware of the situation, even here in our own city, where people are not getting enough food to eat. Many times children who go to school are getting 2 of their meals at school that are free of charge. But when they're at home in the summer, many are going hungry, and we need to do what we can do to help with that. So give Nolan a call and go help at the farm. Find some place that you can plug in and make a difference in the lives of the families that need our help so much.
Good. I think that's great. Okay.